What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 200th episode of Life's a Garden. First and foremost, I just want to thank every listener out there. If you've been with me for the long haul since day one, or if you're a brand new listener, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast and helping this garden grow. It means a lot. If you haven't yet, if you're a new listener, please subscribe and follow on all platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube. And finally, we got a guest episode. It's been like 10 or 12 weeks straight of no guests. And then we had that couple of weeks where I didn't do any podcasts at all. And honestly, it couldn't have worked out any better for the lining up of the 200th episode. Because it is, in fact, Mother's Day weekend. And for months, I've had this guest lineup planned for this episode. This was my plan for a very long time. And it just so happened to work out to be on Mother's Day weekend. And my mom's back on the podcast. We got Mom on the podcast. We got my brother Landon on the podcast. And we got my sister Asia on the podcast. And normally with guest episodes, I don't dive into the positive motivational message for myself. I leave that for the guest. But in this episode, this is a special episode. I'm going to give you a positive motivational message to kick this thing off from me. And the message is family. Keep your family close. Stay connected with your family. They are a constant source of support and love and connection. So keep that connection tight. Stay close. Stay together. And you will be stronger for that. And because of that, and because of this message, because of this special episode, today's guests are my family. Well, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thought this pretty much worked out perfectly in the fact that this episode was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago, but because I took 2 weeks off, it just so happened to line up on Mother's Day weekend. I didn't plan on that. So it's just like perfect.
Right.
Because this was what I wanted to do for the 200th episode anyway.
Nice.
Was to have everybody on. Hell, you haven't been on since the 50th episode.
No. It's like, what, 2 years ago?
Really?
It was a while,
Yeah.
more than 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the 100th episode was 2 years ago, almost to the date.
That's crazy.
My 100th episode.
You had a ton of views.
That was one of the first episodes. That was like episode 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's hard to get you to come do anything anymore.
Sorry.
Just kidding. Busy.
It's not because I don't want to.
I know, but everybody's busy. Everybody's got stuff going on. You know what's crazy? So, last night and today, I got recognized from Cutthroat.
What do you mean, how?
Like, I was at the bar last night, and some dude just comes up to me and goes, "Hey, you're the lead singer of Cutthroat, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm in a band too," and blah, blah, blah. And
That's
cool.
That's good.
yeah, so it's like, that was kind of a cool thing. And then today when I'm getting these coffees at Mazevo, I pull up, and the guy's like, "Is that a Cutthroat hat?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I'm the singer." And he goes, "No way, you guys are cool."
Really?
Well,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
That's awesome. You guys are getting out there like that.
It's weird, like, when things like that happen. But it is cool. Like,
Yeah.
it does make you feel
I mean,
good.
it makes you know that you're starting to make a name for yourself, you know?
Yeah. So, I thought that was weird that it happened 2 days in a row, though. It's not like the first time it's ever happened. But
That's cool.
for it to happen 2 days in a row like that
Right.
is really weird. And I think the other guy was in a band, too.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we're going to kick things off with a classic blind taste test. I've done a few of these on the show. So I figured we start with that so that we can enjoy these coffees while we're sitting and having a conversation.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and put on the blindfolds and I'll explain how this is going to go. So I just went and got coffees. They're basic hot caramel macchiatos. I got from Starbucks, from Mazevo, and from City Brew. And basically what we're going to do is
Oh, gosh.
I'll grab one randomly. One of you will try it, and then the other one will try it. And then I'll count down to 3. 3, 2, 1. Mom, you're probably going to have to move that out of your mouth area.
This thing?
If you want to taste it. There you go.
I feel like it's gonna be weird to drink something with not being able to see what I'm doing.
I know.
Meh.
There, is that better?
That's much better.
Okay.
Are you gonna hand it to us?
Yes, of course. Of course. I'm not going to make you reach and try and grab it. But anyway, both of you will try the same one, and then I'll count down to 3. I want you to guess. Well, first thing, give me a rating. After you taste it, tell me, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where you think it lands. And then we'll guess where it's from.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Also, I got myself a little iced coffee because
Well,
they
the
made a
first
mistake.
one's not going to be fair because we won't know what the other ones taste like. So how can we rate
The
it?
last one will be the
Yeah.
easiest.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you're not going to know.
Oh, you're not gonna tell us till after?
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to guess which ones are which.
Got it.
And for anybody out there, all these cups are pretty much the same. So don't get on me about thinking that they're going to guess it based on what the cup feels like.
Yeah, I have no idea. Anyways,
Yeah.
like how I'm.
Again,
I
we have
just get iced.
again we have Starbucks, City Brew, and Mazevo.
All good places.
All right, so let's start with the first one.
Who's going first?
We'll let Mom go first.
Okay.
Okay. Where's the hole?
Yeah.
Facing towards you.
Okay.
That was questionable.
Right? Oh, is it hot? Oh,
Yeah, it's hot.
Damn.
Don't spill, don't burn.
Cody, you have to hand it to me because I can't see where her hand
Here
is.
I go.
No.
She's giving it.
Okay.
She's handing it over to you, or Asia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the hole should be right facing you.
Yeah, I guess that would be one way to do it. Just feel for it, like Braille.
It's not that hot.
Okay.
That's sweet.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you put that?
I give it an 8.
Yeah, it's like an 8. It's an 8.
Okay. Do you anybody want another taste just to double check?
Yeah, I'll have another taste.
See where you think it might be from.
Feel for the hole.
I will.
What
Well,
any
there you go.
ideas on where this might be from?
We can't. Or are we just? You're not gonna tell
No,
us though, right?
no, not yet.
But we can guess right now.
You can. So I'm gonna count down to 3, and then you both guess at the same time.
Okay.
Do you have an answer in your head?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Mazevo.
Mazevo.
Okay. So you both think it's Mazevo.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna go to the next one.
Okay.
Here you go, Mom.
Okay. Is the whole facing my way?
No. There
Oh
you
my
go.
God, Dakota.
I thought I'd make it an interesting episode and have you struggle.
Oh, thanks.
It is a special episode.
Hmm.
Tell me when she's handing it to me.
She's taking another taste.
Okay.
All right, heading your way.
Okay, right here.
Okay. Got it.
Mom, what do you rate that one?
I rate that one about a 6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 5.
Okay.
That one's not great.
Any guesses?
I
Or
I say City Brew.
I say Starbucks.
Mom, you say City Brew?
Mm-hmm.
You say Starbucks?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you didn't do the 3, 2, 1 thing, but that's okay.
Oh.
Here, out further. There you go. All right, and now we're on our last one, Mom.
And what's the last? Starbucks is my last choice.
Well,
I said Starbucks.
But
I
you-
know, but that's
you
my
could,
last
you could
choice.
also change your guess.
Oh, we can change. Okay.
if you don't like, or you can double guess.
Man, where's that hole?
Straight ahead.
Keep going.
It's right in front of you.
I don't even. Oh, here we go.
So yes, if you think your other answer was wrong, you can switch it out.
Okay, on my first coffee that I give an 8, I'm gonna give it like a 5, and I'm gonna put this one at 8.
Oh, that sounds better.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Much
Reach
better.
out, Asia. There you go. This is
Did-
fun
did you
watching
hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't feel the hole on this.
I
Okay.
know it's hard. It should be facing you, but it is hard.
Any thoughts on this one, ranking wise?
I already told you.
So you think the first one was the worst one, Mom?
Yeah, I do.
No, I think the first one was. This one's like a 6.
I give this one an 8. The first one was too sweet.
That's probably why I like the first one.
Probably.
I say, and I think this.
Okay,
one,
wait.
Okay.
Let me get the countdown. Ready?
Mhm.
You have an idea, Mom, of where it's from? Wait, let me count it down. You got it, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
City Brew.
Starbucks.
Mom, you say Starbucks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll take that.
And this one's like a 6. Yeah.
I think that one's an
so-
8.
Asia thought. So you thought the first one was the best.
I thought the first one was best. Yes.
Okay, you guys take your blindfolds off.
Okay.
And I think it was the worst now.
So Asia got all of them right.
She did.
Oh.
You can tell how much you. I probably got all of them wrong.
It kind
No.
of surprised me that Starbucks is my least favorite, but Mazeva was my favorite.
Yeah.
That doesn't
so
surprise me.
so you got Mazeva right.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, you both got Mazeva right, and then you switched the last two.
But I changed mine from Mazevo to. Oh no, I still said it was.
But you said that
Mazevo.
you changed your
Right,
rating.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
like sweet?
Apparently.
I
That was
do
the best
not
one.
like
Well,
sweet.
I'm not.
I thought
I'm
the
not
last one-
surprised that Starbucks was the worst to you guys because Starbucks sucks.
Starbucks is
Did I
trash.
pick Starbucks as the worst?
But I do
Yeah.
have to
Number
say,
2?
they do have the best, like, the brown sugar drink. Like, the iced brown sugar drink. They have the best one.
Yeah.
I always get iced, so I'm not familiar with.
Well, since you liked the City Brew the most, you can have the City
I
Brew
didn't
one.
like. She did.
No, you did. I liked the Mozevo. I liked
Oh.
the first one. You liked the last one.
Oh yeah.
The first one was too sweet for you.
Okay. You're
You
right.
can have the Mazeva.
So you get the trash one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll suffer through the Starbucks curse.
Actually, honestly, I thought City Brew would be the worst because they're kind of trash too.
This is actually not that bad.
It's
I
not-
like
But
Sa-
try this one, and then
That one's too sweet for
Like,
sure.
like this is palatable. I can.
Yeah.
I can drink it.
but like I feel like if I was just to have that one,
Oh yeah. This
Yeah.
is
Now
actually
try
way
this
better.
one.
but see if I was like if I hadn't had this one first, I would have been like, oh, the Starbucks one is decent.
See, I didn't think this was going to be a great challenge here because I figured with it being a sweeter coffee, you could have a few things that you could discern. If it was just black coffee, that would be.
That's,
I like the coffee taste more than the sweet taste.
Yeah, I like this one better than the Starbucks
Yeah.
one.
For sure.
I think I probably like the Mazeva one just slightly more.
Because it's sweeter.
No, it's just smoother, I think. There's something about the texture.
yeah.
That one's good too.
Yeah.
This one's like I said, palatable. But you know what I discovered today by
This was a
doing
great
this?
challenge. This
What?
was smart.
Huh?
This was a great challenge.
Well, and I would have done like 4 or 5 is what I usually like to do because it makes it a
4
little.
or 5 coffees?
Yeah,
That would be
That would've been hard.
because me and Mac did the beer one and we did 6.
So where
Yeah.
else would it be? Sassy and Classy and
I was maybe thinking Mountain
Black
Mud
Dodd?
or that black.
Oh,
Black
no, I'm
Dog.
not-
Blacksmith.
But yeah.
Oh,
But the problem is, it takes for fucking effort
Yeah.
to get
Yeah.
through a coffee
Yeah, it
line.
does.
It does.
I started at 10:30
And you went to all.
and I only went to 3. It took me a half hour
does
to get
take
to
that
3, and
long.
they all are right by each
Well,
other.
especially at
It's not that late early. If it was like 8 a.m.,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
get
true.
it. It's like noon almost. But so then I was just like, fuck it, we're just gonna do
Three's
3.
plenty.
yeah. Yeah.
And it worked out because then we each get to have one anyway. So, but yeah, and it's sometimes these take
and
a
you
while.
got one made wrong.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, I got an extra one. Yeah, shout out to Mazevo for fixing my coffee and giving me a free coffee.
Oh, I should have sent you. I have a coupon.
Oh.
30% off.
Yeah, but I didn't
Mother's
wanna
Day. I'm not a
Why?
mother's, but
I didn't want to spoil the surprise. I
That's
thought it
true.
was. But yeah, I've done a few. Remember, Mom helped me with a blind taste test on my solo
For
episode.
burgers.
I did burger.
we had to do the
You guys had to
questionnaire
do
one.
cat
Me and
food
Landon.
stuff, Tabasco
yeah.
sauce.
So I've been on twice, right? Because
This is
I
your
was by
third.
myself, and then me and Landon were on it,
Mhm.
and you had to eat cat food.
Yep. I thought about doing something similar to that
No,
today,
I'm glad you didn't.
but sometimes you got to switch it up and do
Yeah.
something
This was
different.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we were talking about it before the show. You were talking about their competition thing with
Yes.
the CrossFit.
Mhm.
So for anybody who doesn't understand, really, first of all, you own your CrossFit gym. I don't think this. Did you when?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now it's not CrossFit, it's just Yellowstone.
Yeah, well, we dropped our CrossFit affiliate, but I mean, it's still a
Oh.
CrossFit gym. So, in order to be long story short, so yes, I own the CrossFit gym. Long story short, in order to be a CrossFit gym, you have to pay so much a year to use the name CrossFit.
Mm.
So they raised it like an outrageous amount. So now We still do CrossFit classes, but they're like functional fitness classes. So it's the same thing. We just don't use the word CrossFit.
Well, and everybody that goes there knows it's CrossFit.
They don't come there because we
Right.
were CrossFit. They
Right.
come there because
And can you, so because you're not affiliate with CrossFit, you're still allowed to compete in
Yes.
CrossFit competitions?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. You just can't say that you're with a CrossFit gym. You just have to say you're unaffiliated.
Well, that's
But-
kind of, that's, well, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it really doesn't change anything.
No.
But
Yeah.
Except for your payments.
yeah, except I save a little bit of money every year.
How much is it?
So before they raised it, it was $3,000
What?
A year?
a year, and they raised it over 50%. So now it's 40, or now it's 4,500 or 5,000.
Jeez.
So, well, we were
Jeez.
kind of like going back and forth about dropping it anyways, because like it'd be different if I got something out of it, like if I got like free tickets to the games or like free something, but like
Yeah.
you didn't get anything but your name on a list.
What is there, like a corporate office
Yeah,
somewhere
so-
that has CrossFit? Oh,
Yeah, so
It's
CrossFit
a
is like a brand.
Trademark
Yeah.
or whatever.
So like now we can't like put CrossFit on any like website or on the building, or
yeah, but I mean that's just a minor
Right,
thing,
so-
you know.
that's not. We really don't get a lot of members by people
It's mostly
googling us. It's all
word of
mouth
mouth,
and
yeah.
like yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so you can still compete like in the open, what I did, or the games or whatever. Brooklyn's at the last stage, so she makes it in
did
this
she
stage.
make?
So this weekend is like semifinals. So if she makes top 30 after this weekend, then she'll be going to the games.
Is that
So-
here that she'll
no.
do it
No, we have to go to Michigan.
for her top 30?
Yeah, so it's like the Super Bowl of CrossFit. Like the CrossFit Games is like the Super Bowl of CrossFit. So there's like all these stages that you have to go through in order to like qualify for that. So like I made it to the second stage, right? But then I didn't make it to the third stage.
And she did.
She did, yeah.
Because somebody was telling me that her class of age group is smaller.
Yeah, so she's in the 16 to 17 division, and I'm in like the women's division. So next year when she turns 18, she'll be in the
And-
same division as me.
And your age group is huge.
Yes. And it's like the top athletes in my group, so.
Like
Yeah.
football players.
Yeah.
And,
That's tough.
Yeah.
yeah,
But-
so you did good.
I mean,
still
I was still top. I was
qualify.
still top 10% like in the
that's
world.
good.
So I guess that's okay. But
crazy good.
yeah, when you look at it and you're like, man, I have to be top 40. That's crazy.
Out of how many people do you suppose?
I'd have to look. But
Tons.
hundreds of thousands. of
Yeah.
people,
So that's good.
So, like, what do you have to do to qualify?
So, like, so I was in quarterfinals when you guys came to watch.
Mhm.
So in quarterfinals, I would have had to been top 40 in our region. So they're like how you rank, and so I would have had to been like the top 40 girls in my division.
Okay.
So I was like, say I was like 2,000 in some, right? So I'd have to
In the world.
move up that many in our region.
Oh.
Yeah. So out of like 100,000, however many people. So
That's still darn good. I mean, seriously. I
Yeah.
couldn't believe how much you were lifting that day when
I was sweating.
I was about ready
see,
to
I
throw
wasn't
up.
even. Imagine if you would have came and watched the wall ball one that I did with Corey.
I mean, I watched the second people do.
Yeah. Well,
No, I watched
you
that
watched.
one.
Yeah, you watched pretty much all of them, and yeah,
And he did it just so you wouldn't have to do it alone.
yes,
Oh, really?
yeah. So he wasn't even doing. he-
So what is this one? What's
Okay,
the...
so the way it works, so basically, I'll like break it down in like, so you do the open, which is worldwide, everybody does it, and then if you make top 25% in the world, you move on to quarterfinals. Then they release 5 more workouts. So you do those workouts and you put your scores in, and then if you make top 40 after your scores are in for that, then you move on to semifinals.
And they just pick them back.
So it's on a-
They're
random.
all different workouts.
And it's
Yeah.
on an honor system, basically.
You have to record them. You're supposed to record them. Like, if
Um.
you think you're going to advance, like, Brooklyn has to record all of hers, because if you think you're going to advance, you have to record them, submit your video, and then people watch them and make sure you're doing everything right. So basically, you get 5 workouts, you do the workouts, and then submit your videos. So, yeah, so he wasn't even really doing quarterfinals because he didn't really even do the open, but I was like, normally he just coaches me, right? But this
Mhm.
workout was like a long workout, and it was
Jeez,
like,
it was crazy.
you could sit and coach me, but I think in this workout it'd be better if you just did it with me, so I didn't have to do it alone. So I kind of.
So explain what the workout was.
So this workout was.
Just so people understand how intense this shit is.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just one of the 5. They came and watched like the lifting one. So this was the one that was after that. So it was 50 wall balls, which if you know what CrossFit is, then you know what a wall ball is. But
The really heavy balls that you throw
throw up
against
to the
wall.
target
Yeah.
and squat. So it was 50 wall balls and then 50 burpee box jump overs. So you do a burpee, jump up onto the box and over, another burpee. So it was 50 and 50 for 3 rounds.
That's ridiculous.
But you had to get it done within 20 minutes. So you only had 20 minutes to do it. And wherever you got to, like if you didn't finish, then you just put in however far you got for your
Did
score.
you finish?
No, I got it to like the 3rd round. So yeah, that's just like an example of what it was.
And how much do those balls weigh?
So my ball is 14 pounds, Corey's is 20. And my
Jesus.
target is a little bit lower. So the women's target is always a little bit lower. So women always do 70% of whatever the men do for weight and stuff like that.
Okay, and so when the first time we came and watched you, how much did you lift?
So it was like kind of like a ladder. So the bar started at 95
Jesus.
and then so 95 pounds and then went to I think it was 125, 145 and then it was supposed to 125, 155 and then it was supposed to end at 165. So I was just getting as far as I could in that 10 minutes.
Oof. Well, all I know is the one time I came
That was the time.
That's the one, yeah.
might have been the most tired I've ever.
Oh, when you came and worked out?
Yes,
People still ask me when you're coming back.
They asked you that day.
I know, and the answer is when I'm ready to die.
No, okay, listen. Okay, it was self-induced. I told him, I was like, just do half the reps or just do the...
Yeah, well,
I
I
know,
got a
we're-
little bit too much pride
We're
for that
all
shit.
we're all competitive and we all have pride. So he was like, "No, I'm gonna do all of it,"
Are
which
you
is
supposed
how I am too. But from experience, I was like, "All right, he's gonna be super sore and he's not gonna
I
want to
wasn't
come
even
back."
done with the workout, and I started walking to get my water, and I was Bambi legging it.
I told him to do half, but
I feel like I would look embarrassing.
no.
I mean, there's people there that are not like the peak physical shape,
Right.
Like, I
and
have
like
all
they're
shapes
still
and
out there
sizes.
doing it.
I mean, I should really do it for my age.
Landon
I
came
should.
for like a week straight and
He
was
did?
killing it. He was killing it, and then he didn't come back.
I mean, and I really would like to do it. I really would, but damn, man, that's a commitment.
I'm so out of shape right now.
I
I just
am
started
too.
doing softball again.
Oh, when's your
I saw that on
when's
your
your first
Snapchat.
game?
We already played our first game
You did.
But
How
it was-
come you didn't tell me?
because it was in hurricane winds.
Oh,
That's crazy that they didn't.
It was that
cancel
day
it.
that the winds were all crazy, and it was like kind of raining. So I was like, "Mom's not gonna want to come out to this."
Sit in it.
I didn't even want to hardly be there. It actually wasn't as bad as it was looking like it was gonna be, but they had me out in outfield. I was
What did you play
How do you catch a
before?
ball when it's
catcher.
Oh, that's right.
I'm listed as the catcher, but one of our guys in the first, we were up to bat first. One of our guys slid into home and
Messed up his arm.
yeah, his shoulder came out of the socket or something like that, or he messed up his shoulder. He's in a sling right now, and so we had to rotate positions. So we had the other guy that plays catcher. He's like our backup kind of guy, and he went into catcher. So they had me out in right field. Luckily, it was right field. That's where not a lot of balls go. But it's also where the wind was blowing directly in my face.
Dude, that's crazy.
So I like can't really see. My eyes are like watering up.
Like it was
So-
so windy, it blew a tree. Like just for reference, it blew a tree down the street from the gym. Like that's how windy it
Yeah,
was.
it was
Yeah.
super
The fact that they
windy.
didn't cancel that game is wild.
Yeah.
They will like if it's raining, they won't cancel them.
Unless
If
there's
it's
lightning.
downpouring and lightning, then they will.
That's wild.
Or the teams just have to like agree to call it off.
Dude, and I can't believe you're paying because you have never played baseball before or anything. T-ball.
And
But-
I don't think I ever played that either.
Yeah,
I-
you did.
Oh, okay. Well,
But but it's just like, yeah. I mean, do you guys practice?
no.
Oh God.
It's literally beer league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm probably the least what do you call it? Experienced out of the people that play. I mean, there's probably a couple other people that aren't like, but most of those guys have played for a long time, and some of those guys I see them making catches and stuff, and I'm like, dude, that's like a pro level catch. I'm like, there's only two positions for me, and it's right outfield, where the less chance I'm gonna have to do anything,
Or catcher.
or
Like,
catcher.
What made,
But
you,
catcher
what made
there-
you want to start doing this?
They asked me.
Oh,
They were just like, hey, we're doing a company softball league.
And it's kind of fun. I mean,
yeah, it's something to do.
I thought it was fun when you played flag football.
Yeah.
That was fun to go watch.
Yeah, but that was a lot harder.
But it was really fun to go watch.
Yeah. Yeah, that was but anyway, what I was going to say is being in right field, you know, the most running there was one time I had to go get a ball. It was a little short, and then my shoulder's still sore from just like throwing back, like from just doing the regular practice throwing beforehand, the warm-up throws. Actually, it feels better today than it has the last couple days. But my legs were sore. I have a bruise on the side of my leg. Didn't get hit. Pretty sure I just blew a muscle in my leg from running from outfield to infield. You know.
Yeah, you need to get a little more exercise.
Yep.
Well, I know where you can do that.
Yeah. Well. We'll
in
see.
his room.
Nah, maybe. I haven't used that in a while.
No.
For more reasons than that. Because I'm lazy
and too busy drinking.
I like to go drink and watch sports.
Traveling.
That too.
That too, yeah.
I have like more. We were talking about it last night. The Denver trip with Landon.
When is that?
September.
So I told the boys that they probably won't be coming out here this summer.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we figured?
I think that's probably for the best. Like I said, I already have to. I'm getting plane tickets to. I'm going to a wedding in June. I'm going to a wedding in July. I'm going to a wedding in September.
So see,
And then the trip with Landon.
And the September trip.
I just feel, and they'd be back in school by then. So I feel like, and I haven't been out there for a long time.
Well, I think we might be getting Southwest here in Billings.
I heard
Really?
that. Mm-hmm. I heard that.
But I don't know. So I'll have to have you help me look for tickets, okay?
For you?
Yeah.
You're going to go out there and see?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think only 5 days. That'll be long enough. But yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
They were okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's probably what we'll do. Probably in June sometime.
Yeah, we should probably look now then.
Okay.
Because
All right.
if in June, that's next month.
That's
Yeah,
true.
It's going to come
Yeah,
fast.
they do go
It's gonna come
fast,
so
do
fast.
they?
Mhm.
And
Jeez.
tickets usually, we should probably get you a direct flight.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
Because I'm,
A little worried about me switching planes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out your way around an
Don't.
airport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
because
avoid
when
that.
I went with him, it was almost like I wanted to hold his hand
Oh, in
because
Vegas?
I didn't want to get separated. You know.
Oh, and so the amount of times I had to repeat to Mom, you can't take that on the plane.
What were you trying to take on the plane?
Just large liquids, like bottles with like just
Have you never flown?
Yeah, I did, but it's been since
Before 9/11.
And then she took all the stuff.
No, he went
No.
through my bag.
I had to be like, you have to put it in a plastic bag. It has to all fit in here. She goes, but what about these? I was like, yeah, we got to put those in there too. Or
Well,
it's like
2 ounces though.
whatever it was. But she's like, is this too big? And it's like, yeah, it's like a full bottle of lotion, Mom. Like they're not gonna let you on there with that. And I don't want you to have to throw away your expensive creams and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they probably let you through with more things than they let on. But
You never know, though.
I'm not willing to take
and
the
and I
risk.
didn't want to get like
And then Mom comes through. She's like, they're like, you're gonna need to take that hoodie off. She goes, I don't have anything on underneath of it. I'm like, what the hell?
So what'd they say?
okay,
Well, yeah, you just keep it on
and then they just give me a pat down.
because
That's
because
funny.
a hoodie can like I don't know.
Trigger, whatever.
And then I have this like tab on my driver's license so I can get it in and out of my wallet.
Oh my god.
And it jammed up the whole machine.
Yeah, they scanned it through the machine and it like
Got stuck in there.
because it's like a plastic thing on the
Oh,
ID.
on the ID.
Yeah. And he goes, "What the hell is this?" And I said, "It's a tab to get it out of my wallet." He was pissed, kind of.
well they TSA and big TSA
Was
here.
that in Vegas?
Yes.
Here they're not bad. And here you can literally get in and out within like
Yeah, we got in and out here, no problem. But we were in line a while.
Vegas.
Yeah, that sucked. The Vegas one, well, and yeah, that one moved at such a slow pace. Did you hear I almost missed my flight in Denver?
No.
Yeah, I was like running through the through the terminal.
And
been
you're
there.
usually pretty chill about that stuff.
Did you
Usually-
just get there late or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted to get on the train to the airport at 5. I didn't get on there till 5:45.
oh shit.
And my flight boarded at 6:45.
Dude, the amount,
So I didn't get to the airport till
anxiety-
I didn't get to the airport till 6:20, and then had to still go through security.
Dude,
I was in the middle of
jeez.
security line when they said my flight was boarding.
Were you like the amount of anxiety that you feel when that's happening? Because what can you do? You can't make the line move faster.
No,
like
and-
you literally just have to stand there and just like,
And try not to be impatient.
yeah.
Oh, I was just like tapping my foot and like I'd be like I'd go in my head. This is what it sounded like in my head. It was like, no, you'll be all right. The flight doesn't leave till 7:20. If you can get there by 7:00, you'll be just fine. And then I was like, and then the next second I'd be like, nope, there's no chance. There's 0 chance I'm gonna make this flight. No chance at all. It's like I gotta go all the way downstairs to the trains. I'm like running through the whole scenario in my head.
Yeah,
Did you just
do
wake
that.
up late and got there late, or
No, I went to a hockey game.
Oh,
Oh, and you waited till the game got over?
Oh, well, yeah.
oh, you left
Well,
at night.
Yeah. The flight didn't leave till.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you meant in the morning. I was
No.
like, how does that happen in the morning?
No, I went to a hockey game and then I kind of like fucked around a little bit too long
Gotcha.
after the game because the game got out at like 3,
Gotcha.
and so I was just like
Dude,
goofing around.
I feel like, yeah, because seriously, when we went to the airport, I was like a piss of ass because I was so afraid that we'd get separated or something. And I was like that in Vegas too. I was like, don't lose me, Dakota. Because my sense of direction is horrible.
Yeah, all the casinos. She was too afraid to go to the bathroom because she.
Yeah, you're gonna get lost. I could see that in Vegas. Like, dude, that like, because one hotel will lead to the next hotel, and it's like,
Well,
but
and there was
still.
tons of people, and I was just like, I just didn't want to lose him. That would have been horrifying.
Yeah, well, okay. So we haven't even talked. Like you haven't talked about it at least. I've talked about the Vegas trip, but what was your experience in the Vegas trip? Like how would you?
Oh my God,
never been to Vegas, right?
never been to Vegas, and it was the most fantastic Christmas present ever. I felt bad because you had to pay for everything, but
That was.
at this-
It's a Christmas present.
God, that was a hell of a Christmas present. But it was probably one of the best times of my life. I'm serious.
We had a good time.
It was up there. I mean, it probably was the best time because I will never probably get to do that again. I'll probably
We
never.
could do it every year.
Vegas is great.
I mean, I just,
You've been plenty of times.
I love Vegas.
I mean, I was just mesmerized by everything. But the first day that we took out walking, it was like freaking 60-mile-an-hour winds,
Oh,
dude.
really?
And we were walking
At like
like
a 45-degree angle.
fuck, dude. And
And mom's like, I was worried mom was gonna fly away like a paper bag.
well, I was seriously holding on to the rail some of those places. And plus, we were kind of ripped. And we got to this one place, and it was probably the biggest flight of stairs there was, and the freaking escalator was broke.
Yep.
So we had to literally, I mean, seriously, I was like mountain climbing up those stairs. It was seriously, and we walked a lot that day. I was begging for Uber to go
yeah,
back.
you gotta walk.
And that was the night we went to
The show.
the Cirque du Soleil.
Oh,
And
so
by
I've been to
the
one of those.
it was so
Yeah, I
cool.
haven't
It
been to
was
one.
so freaking cool. And he bought tickets earlier, and they were like, I don't know, $7,500 tickets.
No. Like the original ones I was gonna get were like $300.
$300.
Well, total.
Oh,
And then I end up getting the $75 tickets up top, like each.
yeah,
And then we got to sit down low anyway
yeah. We
Oh, that's
because they
cool.
didn't sell the
God.
show out. So they were just
Oh,
like,
that's
well,
cool.
we're just gonna upgrade you, and we got like not front row, but front row in like the middle section. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh my God,
I
it
still
was
have
so-
yeah, I need to go. That's like on the list. I need to go to a show.
it was super good. But and we were
Ripped.
pretty. Yep.
Were you?
Yeah, we were. We were.
I just got done watching the Nuggets game and drinking in the hotel, and then we went to the show, and like I just remember they had like this big like sheet. It was like a blue sheet that went over the
It
crowd,
looks like the sky.
and then me and mom were just like,
It was crazy. It was a really good show though. It
Yeah.
was.
that was fun. I
The
mean,
next day
I don't
we were,
I don't
we were
not
pretty
remember it.
hungover the next day.
And then my only wish is that I have two regrets. One is that we didn't really there was a few other places I would have liked to have gone. Like we didn't go to the Paris, we didn't go to the MGM. We just kind of stayed. It's hard, man. Like they're so
Yeah.
far away from each other.
Dude,
But we got to see the fountains. We got to
Yeah.
see, there was some cool shit we still got to see. But the other one was gambling on those stupid machines. I wish I would have done more live.
poker.
Yeah, and I didn't. I mean, I gambled a 20, but I get so pissed if I don't win that it's not entertaining to me because I just get pissed. So I watched him gamble, which that was just fine.
Or we'd sit at the same machine and just
Yeah,
Yeah.
beat back and forth.
but I wished you would have played more live poker too. That I feel like that would have been a better bet.
Or also spending more time on Fremont. That would
Yeah,
have been my
I
idea.
really liked Fremont. Next time, if we do go next time, we should stay on Fremont.
I agree. But we had to do the strip.
Right,
We had to
right.
like experience
Yeah.
the strip.
I like the MGM. But I don't really play the machines there. I don't really gamble a lot when I'm there, honestly.
Probably smart.
Craps. I'll play craps.
You play craps?
Yeah.
Really? Where you throw
I mean,
those dice?
yeah, that's probably like the most fun for me.
It always looks like the
I'm not
funnest
good
game.
I'm not good at blackjack.
It's easy.
Yeah,
I know, but
I think blackjack would be easier than craps. What do you
I
gotta
definitely don't play the machines.
throw a 1 or a 7 when you play craps?
I have to like relearn every time we go, but
It's very confusing.
it is. But until you get it, once you get it, it's not. But no,
I think the odds.
I don't gamble that much.
The odds of winning at craps are like 1 in 50.
No, the odds of winning at craps are better because you can win off other people.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I have to like relearn how to play every time I go, and then once you relearn, it's like, oh yeah, it's like.
Well,
right
it's
to
fun
pick, but-
because everybody's playing together. Like
Yeah.
you're betting with like you want the person to roll good. So
'Cause
when they
you can
roll
win
good,
off
everybody
them.
starts like cheering, and that every time you hear cheering, it's always the craps table.
Yeah.
We didn't hear. I mean, seriously, I don't think that many people won when we were down there.
No,
Really?
Yeah, people weren't winning.
I never once. We went to a ton of casinos. Not one time did I ever see a machine going.
Never.
Like I'd look over at people's machines, and I think the most I ever saw was like maybe $200, $300.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it just.
There was
but it
no
was fun.
$10,000 winners or no like $1,500 winners, nothing like that.
I never win. I mean, I won on craps, but I never went on the machines.
I
I
just,
stopped playing.
I
them.
just get pissed. So I mean, and so that's not fun for me, and Dakota was looking for Willy Wonka machines.
Those Wonka machines are my
those
favorite.
are fun.
Those were the funnest ones that
yeah,
we played.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were. Yep.
I thought we were in for a decent gambling weekend when I the first night I hit for like $200 on one machine. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I seriously thought. I mean, you always go there hoping for the big win. Every time you gamble.
The most I could ever ask for is to just gamble all weekend and then just break even.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be the fine by me, or enough to just pay for the flights or something like
Right.
that. Like
Yeah.
that's good enough for me.
But this time, no go.
Nope.
I like when the pools are open. I just like hanging out by the pool
The
all
swimming
day.
Pool?
Yeah.
I didn't see any swimming
They
pool.
weren't open when you guys were there, I'm
I know,
sure.
but I didn't see any at the motel. Probably inside.
No, they're all outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was probably a spot for them. We just weren't looking for it.
Yeah.
and I had to take the same way down all the time and the same way up because otherwise I'd
You'd
get
get
lost.
lost.
Yep.
Vegas is great.
Yeah, it was good. So, I figured since this is Landon's going to be on the second half of this episode, but I figured a decent transition to that would be, if Mom told some funny or embarrassing stories about us,
Okay.
like not Landon, because we'll wait till Landon's on the show. So you get to
Roast me.
roast Asia.
God, there's a lot.
Oh, man. I think there was that many. Probably I will.
There's a few.
Oh, gosh.
I can remember when we lived at the apartment down on South 28th, and you were such a little diva, and you were in the bathroom, straightening your hair or drying your hair with a round brush,
God.
and all of a sudden I hear this scream come from the bathroom, and I was like, "What the heck?" Went in there and you had that brush just tangled in your hair. I mean, it was clear up to the scalp, and we had to cut that brush out. I mean, cut it out.
Dakota tried to use butter.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't remember this?
No.
Oh yeah, you were Captain Save-A-Hole. You went in there and you were really trying to grease it out. It was not
Can I
budging.
explain how this processed? So, like, you know, I saw on, like, I don't even know, I saw, like, a video of a girl doing, like, a blowout on her hair. You know what I'm talking about? Like, with a round brush and a hair dryer, and, like, they do, like, a really cool blowout. And how old was I, like, 13?
Yeah, but I don't see how you saw that because you didn't even have a phone.
Yeah,
yet.
I don't know. I think of maybe YouTube or something.
Or
We had a
TV.
computer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or maybe
okay.
I saw it on, like, I don't know, TV.
Yeah, because
movie.
back then cell phones just
Yeah, I had, like, the scoop. I had the little slide-up
finally,
phone. Yeah,
but
I know.
for a while.
But anyway, so I saw how you do. So I took this little round brush and I like wound it up in my hair to the scalp, thinking that I could pull it out. You know, thinking that I could just like pull it, and that didn't happen. So I was in there for a good
for a
half
long
an hour
time,
trying to
long
get it
time.
out myself because it was embarrassing.
And
I
the
didn't-
more you tried, the
Yeah.
worse it got.
so I was like, Mom.
So
Yeah.
you had to cut it out.
I had
like,
to
Yeah.
seriously
Like,
cut it.
I had a spot. I was like up to here in my
Seriously,
hair.
there was a lot of hair, and I saved the brush because I thought, well, this will be a good memento. So I don't know whatever happened to that, but
God.
Yeah, it's a good one.
another time it's always with her hair for some reason.
I don't know what the next one is.
Yeah, me too.
Her sister went to highlight her hair, or you went blonde. You wanted to go blonde or something, wasn't it?
Yes.
Somehow got the, I don't know what the hell happened, but it wasn't right. And your hair turned Raggedy Ann orange. I mean, Raggedy Ann orange, dude. And you went in the bathroom and you were seriously hyperventilating. I thought we were going to have to call the fire
That's
department to
traumatizing.
get you out. You were hyperventilating like crazy. And Dakota, he was one to never let you miss school. He hated it when you guys missed school. And he even said to you, "You're not going to school tomorrow, are you?"
Like, yeah.
And ever since then, I've had black hair.
Well, I mean, that's really lightening it a lot. If you go from dark to
I was
blonde.
like, yeah, I just wanted
well, it
to
worked
be
the
blonde.
time before. It worked pretty well the time before.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
I was
terrible.
traumatized.
Yeah.
You know what I remember about Mom at that apartment?
What?
Anytime there was commotion going on outside, she'd be at the window
it was kind of
with
like
the police scanner.
it wasn't like in the ghetto, but like kind of in the ghetto.
It was right by South Park.
And she had a police scanner. Yeah.
But you could always hear when people were arguing outside, or
Dude,
Yeah.
we saw somebody get stabbed.
Yeah.
We were
that's
literally-
valid.
We watched a guy get stabbed, and then they all ran to the apartment underneath us.
where did this happen?
So at the apartment, so I like heard a bunch of people arguing outside. So I was like looking out the window, and I was like, "Mom, come here." you
Toward
gotta-"
the street?
Yeah.
Yeah, toward the park.
I was like, "Mom, come here. You gotta come here," because we were just being nosy. And then
Always.
like we saw them stab the guy, and then they ran into one of the apartments that was like
He
down
fell
below,
over.
down below us, and like the cops came, and like it was a big thing. But we didn't tell anybody we saw this.
No, we were just
Obviously.
really, we were like hiding real
like
low.
peeking through the blinds
Yeah.
in my room.
Right? I mean, those were nice apartments though. For at the time, I mean, we lucked out. We really did.
I don't know what
for
they're
sure.
like now, but
I have, so me, Eric, and Kyle just went and watched Death Clock at the Metra.
Really? Kyle came down?
Mm-hmm. I was going to have him on the podcast, but he was just down and back. Real quick trip. Remember we used to watch Metalocalypse?
Yeah.
So I have like so many memories of like being on the floor and just like headbanging to Metalocalypse.
Dude, there was a lot of
good times.
yes, very good times.
Christmas tree fell on me.
Yes, it did. We had that little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I mean, one of the organizations that helped us, because we weren't very wealthy at that time. And in fact, we were fucking poor. And we came home one day, and here was this raggedy-ass Christmas tree sitting outside our door. Which, I mean,
yeah.
was really thoughtful
Yeah.
that somebody did it, but it was all bent but they gave us a stand and ornaments and everything. And you would not sleep in a freaking bed, dude. You would not sleep in a bed.
That's what happens when you grow up poor, sleeping on the floor forever. You just become comfortable with doing that.
You slept on the
On a
floor
pallet,
on a
floor.
pallet, yeah,
And that floor was not comfortable.
at the apartment.
No.
The carpet was like
Yeah, it was like industrial strength, you know. But I mean, up to when you were probably damn, junior in high school, you slept on the floor.
Yep. Well, on and off. I slept in my bed in the apartment for a while there.
The futon?
There was a futon and then there was a bed.
Yeah.
At the apartment,
Towards the end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
And
But
then
that
when we went to
futon was uncomfortable.
Clark, I took back the floor.
Because you didn't want to sleep downstairs.
Yeah.
That was,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I probably would today. But
well, shit. Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty nice room down there.
Yeah.
yep.
But, yeah, so that's the memories too, you know,
A few.
a few, yeah.
Now you'll have plenty of time to think of good ones about Landon.
Oh, there's so many.
There's so many.
What about when AJ used to cry so hard she'd throw up?
Oh, yeah, that was when she was a tiny baby, more so. But I never seen a kid puke as much as you.
Also, you and Landon both share in common, like, or at least in childhood, like, intense anxiety over, like, natural disaster shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you start...
thunderstorms.
We saw that tornado
That's
that time.
so true. Yeah.
I mean, we seriously
That's so
saw
true.
that tornado. We were at that apartment, and the siren went off, and we looked out the window, and we could see that tornado like over by Metro. So we all hid in the hallway, freaking out. Yeah.
I remember Landon, at one point, Landon was like, because I wasn't there when that happened, but Landon was always like, it's going to be a tornado, it's going to be a tornado. I was like, we're never going to get a tornado. And then we finally did. I was
Yeah.
like, shit.
But
you,
we always, yeah. It would start to like rain.
You
and
hated
I
the
would
rain.
Freak.
You hated
Thunder.
the thunder. Yeah.
I remember one time we were at the trailer on
Golden
Golden Meadows, and it was really storming out, and you were freaking out, and I was just like, it's good, it's fine. And then it thundered, and the whole house shook, and I was like, jeez. And you were just like, ah!
I did.
Well,
I'd freak
you
out,
used to
dude.
terrorize Landon.
Yeah.
I mean, you seriously terrorized that poor kid to the point where you showed something on the computer.
About Yellowstone blowing
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
Oh my gosh. Also, I remember like why I would get this would freak me out. We'd go to the movies,
And
and when the exit sign, when they'd be like, in case of emergency, there's an exit on this side and this side, I would immediately like freak out.
Landon did a similar thing. He wouldn't want to go to the movie theater because, get this, he was afraid the screen was going to fall
I
yeah,
on
remember
him.
that. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
dude, he was seriously a sissy back then.
Well,
mean,
I think he
seriously.
just had high anxiety. I think that's just maybe something that runs in your side
Yeah,
of the
because
family.
I do have. I mean, I have high anxiety too, but not to the point where I puke.
Yeah.
I had more social anxiety. I was never afraid of like thunder and lightning and things like that. I was always, I was more like shy, like public speaking and shit like that. That was more my fear, or like social settings, like wanting to like talk to people. I didn't.
How
want
about
to do
when
that.
you puked on that girl at your school?
I've told this story. Nobody wants to hear that again. I've told this story so many times on the show.
Do I have any funny stories about you?
Maybe, I don't know.
Sure,
I'm
dude.
sure. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. It's
Remember how
wild.
he used to dress up like when he was playing the video game and he dressed
Yeah.
up like the king or something like?
He was a trooper though. He used to play Barbies with me, and
I like
we have
to
a
make
lot of
believe.
memories. Oh, I have. I don't think I might have told this story,
Well, it's been over
but
2
it's
years,
been over
so
2 years. So when we lived on Adams, we had a dog, and we had an
You
igloo
did?
dog house.
oh yeah,
in
on
the
Adams, on
backyard. So if anyone remembers like the igloo dog houses,
Adams.
so Dakota would like, first of all, he would always come up with games like Fear Factor or this game that I'm about to mention, but like he was always the host, right? So like I was always the one that was having to eat all this stupid shit and like do all this stupid shit. So he decided that he wanted to play Jurassic Park. So I would get in this igloo dog house and he would roll me around the backyard in this dog house. So I would get in the dog house and he'd roll me around like he was a dinosaur. Just flop around
And
in
you'd
this.
be inside this
Yeah.
thing.
And
Yep.
then we'd get out and I'd be like, okay, so do I give you the dinosaur now? And he'd be like, oh, maybe next time. Let's go play this game instead.
Jesus. I remember Brad said that we used to play Jurassic Park also, and he said he legitimately was like would get scared because
Remember Old Man Winter?
oh yeah, dude. Like again, just what kind of games like, where does this even come from?
We had imagination.
Like, we literally made this game based on a fucking cough drop commercial.
Really?
Yeah.
It was this one where it was just like, don't let old man winter get you down. And it was like this guy freezing, and then like something blows and makes it like melt or something like that.
Oh my god.
And so the whole game was that we would just run across the room chasing the other one, and then you'd have to turn around and say, don't let old man winter get you down.
And then you'd freeze.
You'd have to
and then-
freeze, and then you could run away from that person.
Wait, okay, so
That's
Or,
so
okay, this
stupid.
one's better. Okay, so we had Beanie Babies. We had like
yeah.
a massive collection of Beanie Babies. And there was a show on TV at the time. It was like the male version of The Bachelor called Average Joes.
Mhm.
Oh,
So it was
yeah.
all these like, not ugly guys, but like average guys that would come on the show, like Average Joes. So we would play Average Joes with our Beanie Babies.
Oh my god.
Like we would line them up,
Mhm.
and if I was like the girl, I'd have to pick which Beanie Baby. Like, oh my gosh.
But seriously, if you think about it, now, okay, because you guys didn't have cell phones back then.
Yeah.
There was no cell phones. You really were too poor to have internet. So there was not
or
internet.
cable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
we just
cable.
watch basic
Saturday morning
TV.
cartoons.
So, I mean, so therefore you were not forced, but pretty much forced to go outside, make your own games. And I feel like,
I still had video games and stuff. A lot of that still was choice to do that.
but seriously, a lot of it was because there wasn't technology.
Yeah.
I think instinctually, kids, even today with technology, now granted, there's a lot more inundation of technology in kids' lives, but I think, like I said, just internally, that's just part of the being, like, is to play pretend and play with toys and do things like that.
Dude, how often do you see kids outside playing anymore?
Well,
very
that's
often.
not. I don't think that's because they're not wanting to. I think it's more because the parents are afraid of like.
Yeah.
Now that
100%.
like I think technology has ruined parents with children more than it's ruining the children.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
now all the parents are aware of all the predators in the area, or like you hear all these stories about sex trafficking, murder, just all like the horrible things that now know. That's more the fear.
True,
Yeah.
true.
I think there's more fear of,
I'd say it's more on the parents than the
Yeah.
children. The parents are just coding the children to be that way.
and I also think, in the end, it's all on the parents whether or not they want to let the kids watch TV or not, or be on the tablet. I think the tablets have made parents lazier in the fact that it's like, here's this, shut
Yeah.
up, like
So-
watch this and be quiet.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, yeah, I agree.
But it obviously is not helpful either way.
But that's just how the world's changing. Seriously.
Yeah,
It's
there's probably so many different layers to why that all is transpiring, because then you also have the idea that there's no such thing as the two-parent household doesn't exist as much anymore. The fact that if there is a two-parent household, most of them both have to work, so then it's just like no everybody's tired, and I don't know.
Well, it was a big deal when you guys got your cell phones. You got one first.
Mhm.
And you had to have this specific kind.
The blue scoop.
Yeah.
Did you know I've had my same phone number since I was on Chinook Wireless?
When the-
Yeah, I've had the
was
same.
that when
No, mine.
when your dad had that?
Grandma got me the number, and she said she got it for me because it had a lot of threes in it.
That's cool. I saw the same phone number that I had when we got the blue phone.
Yeah.
Yep, I've had the same
Mm-hmm.
phone number since I think middle school.
God.
Hell
I still
yeah.
remember Grandma's phone number.
You do?
I was just remembering that.
What is it?
144.
5987838.
Yep. It's not, that was back when you had to remember phone
Yeah.
numbers. When you
That's
didn't
the
have,
only phone number
Well, you couldn't
From-
store them in your phone?
you could, but,
but
before we even had a cell phone. that
yeah,
was
there was times
Oh.
when you had to like call on like a landline. So you had to remember phone numbers.
like
That's-
when we got forgotten at school. Remember when we had to walk home from Miles Avenue?
Maybe. Yeah, I actually do remember that. Why did we get forgetting?
I don't remember.
Grandma probably.
Just
Or the car wouldn't start, or she
or
lost her
something.
keys, or
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. It's not that far of a walk.
no,
but
it was like
also
a mile.
just for us to like be like, one time, Ben Keller.
Yeah.
One time, me and Ben walked all the way from Rose Park to Golden Meadows by ourselves That's a long
That's a
fucking
long
walk.
way.
Why?
Because we couldn't get a hold of his mom. We tried to call his mom on the landline. We didn't push 9.
9? What do you mean?
You got to dial 9 to dial out
You-
on those phones.
oh, really?
You remember when you had to
On
hit?
those
Yeah.
payphones
You
where
have
you
to
put
hit-
a quarter
No.
in?
It was the Rose Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a long
So we
way.
tried to dial the
Not
number
bad,
many
yes.
times, and it was just like, no, it was just a busy line. We're like, and Ben's just like, wow, this is ridiculous. Let's just go. So we walked all the way there.
Dude,
We
When
also
when
used to
all we had to
walk-
do was dial 9.
We also used to walk all the way to your work from the apartment
yeah.
and back.
I remember walking all over the place. Me
Yeah.
and Eric used to walk me and Eric one time walked from his house at Rose Park, right by Rose Park, all the way to the South Side house. We walked that whole way.
Yeah.
Just remember like having to take the bus and stuff. God,
Yes.
I'm never gonna be poor again.
I mean, but realistically, it worked. We made it work.
Well, yeah, everybody does. That's just how you got to do it.
We had a place to live, and it was a nice place. It wasn't a trap house.
No, and it inspired me to not ever live like that again, and to like work hard and not,
Oh, I was working hard.
No, I'm
That's
just
what we're
saying, like, Huh?
It was just
That's what we're saying. Like,
Yeah.
you worked hard, and then
I remember walking to the bagel shop.
that's what I just said. We used to walk to her work all
dude.
the
I
time.
miss that job so much.
I do too, because I miss the sandwiches.
I know. I really that was probably my favorite job.
Mm-hmm.
That exactly. And you guys could walk down for lunch.
I went there every day for lunch.
You
For
worked there
school.
too.
I worked there a lot.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Yeah.
That was a great job.
It was. I mean, it was my favorite job. I was there for 13 years.
Damn.
And ever since I worked at the smoothie one, ever since I worked at the one on Grand, I want to open my own smoothie shop.
Chunky Monkey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was such a good. Yeah, I really miss that place.
I've only ever had 4 jobs.
Remember when you went to work at Pierce that time?
Yeah, that was my first job ever, and it lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then McDonald's.
Then McDonald's, actually 5, because I worked at the Gazette too
Oh yeah,
for
I
a
forgot
brief
about
time.
that.
Yeah.
for like 4 months.
Yeah.
What was after McDonald's?
Olive Garden,
Oh yeah.
and now Toyota.
That's good though, because it shows a good.
I know people who've had 4 jobs in 1 year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, Gerard.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but yeah, I haven't had that many jobs either. Actually, I always stay at my jobs a long time, except for this one that I'm at now. I'm not. I
Pizza Range?
hate that job.
Yeah, I don't know why you're still there.
Do I? Because
Yeah, Mom's got to work on Mother's Day.
yeah,
What time do you have to work?
2 to 9 at night.
Are you working tonight?
Huh?
Are you working tonight?
No.
At Diamond X?
No, Brooklyn's got semifinals this weekend.
Oh.
So
Here,
yeah,
Well, I think we might go out there tonight.
we're going to the fights at the Metra.
there's fights at the
Oh.
Metro
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Mm-hmm. So
MMA.
yeah. So we're going to those.
Nice. Well, we'll probably go somewhere.
Yeah.
Because, well,
Yeah,
they just said
just-
tomorrow there's a...
There's a brunch at Diamond X.
Oh, is there?
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm lazy. When I get a job and I start getting a little bit comfortable there, then I just think, well, next week I'll apply for a job. But yesterday, I had it so much. It's such a ghetto job. Such a ghetto job. I'm too old to be doing that shit. I really am.
Yeah,
So I applied at some coffee kiosks.
that'd be good.
Yeah. And then Voc Rehab's going to help me find a job. One where maybe I can just sit in a chair or some shit like that.
All
But
right.
yeah.
Well, we're going to transition into the second half of the episode here. But normally at the end of the episodes, we do the positive motivational message. But since we're doing 2 halves of an episode, Mom, you can either do one now or you can save it to the end.
I'll save it for the end.
Oh, I have to be put on the spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is every episode I always do
So
this.
what do you mean, like
Okay, so this is how I always word it for people. A positive or motivational message that you can give to the listeners, something that you have taken from your life or something that has helped inspire you or help motivate you just in life in general, or maybe just in a more specific sense.
Yeah. I mean, just like we were talking about, I guess, like how we grew up. Like it was great. I mean, we didn't have a lot, but I think that it gave, I know for sure, me and you, a work ethic that in a mindset like we want to create a life for ourselves where we're never going to have to worry about anything. Like I own a business now, work for myself. You have a great job, and I've been there for a long time. And I think that
Hang on. I don't want this to interrupt your freaking.
God damn it. Nobody freaking calls me, and now all of a sudden everybody's calling me. God. Oh, fuck. I'm not still turned on, am I?
Anyway, go ahead.
anyway, so I just think that, you know, even though our childhood was great and I wouldn't change it and I wouldn't change, you know, anything about it, I just think that it gave us a great, like, setup for life. And, like, we both, or I know all three of us really have good work ethics. Like,
well, and I think, I mean, you guys don't dwell on the negative of the past.
No.
You know, I mean, you find the good in it, you know, or a lot of people would just be like, poor me, poor me.
yeah, I mean, we could have had a lot of excuses to have not the best of life, or, you know, a lot of excuses to be not great
Be
people.
hooked on drugs, or,
And
yeah.
I think instead of doing that, all three of us are in a really good place in life. And
Yeah, really
I think
good.
that no matter what situation you come from or how you're raised or whatever, it's really just how you choose to take on life and how you choose to look at it.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah,
that's
I agree.
all I have to say.
Hard times make hard people.
Yep, makes you who you are today. And I'm really proud of you guys. I mean, seriously.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Now
No problem.
Landon gets to come on.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, Asia. And then we'll transition into the old Lando. Remember when Dawn used to sing that
Land
song?
Kid.
Yeah, I remember when Dawn used to sing that song, My Name is Land Kid, or maybe it is Landskid, and I really have to see my grandma.
Poor
Oh,
Landon.
I still call him Land Kid. I will
Poor
forever,
Landon.
for the
How
rest of
did
my
he
life,
get
call him
that
Land
name?
Kid.
From
Dawn.
Dawn used to call him Land
And then we called
Kid.
him Skid for a while.
No, that was... Annie was the one that called him Land Skid.
Yeah.
And then it was just Skid.
That poor kid, dude, it's amazing that he's turned out as good as he did and not in some institution. I'm serious.
Yeah, he's out of jail. That's all. I mean.
Right? Yeah.
Yep, that's true. All right,
All right.
transition to Landon. All right. Well, you got a lot of heavy lifting to do because the first half of this episode was pretty good with Asia. We talked pretty good stuff. Talked about how Asia's doing the CrossFit, and now you're a golfer.
I am, yeah.
So that's
That's
yeah.
big news.
Big news. Big news. I'm a big sports guy.
Tiger Woods.
No, I'm fucking awful at golf. I thought getting clubs and going there, getting my reps in would make me gain traction in golf pretty quick. There is not a more frustrating game on this planet that I've ever played than
I
golf.
agree.
I hate it.
you got to be bad before you can be good.
I don't know about that. Maybe I'll just sell my clubs.
Up.
Buy rollerblades.
Yeah, so me and him go golfing the other day, and I'm going over to his house. He's pulling the plastic off his brand new clubs, pulling tags off his brand new fucking
Outfit.
yeah
You got an outfit
first
for
off,
golfing?
okay.
hat
okay,
and
hold on.
shirt.
There was ulterior motives to everything I did there. So for starters, I didn't have any shorts. I've kind of beefed up, kind of put on some weight. So I didn't have any shorts that fit. So I needed to get shorts. I was out getting shorts anyway. Then saw these nice little polos, and I was like, I can wear these to work. Side note, I wore them to work. Everybody keeps going, those shirts look really good on you. And I go, I know, yeah, don't they? So, not only did I get work clothes, I got practical shorts that I'm wearing right now, and I did buy clubs that day.
So you were at Shields shopping for shorts?
No. I went to Target for shorts,
Oh.
and then I had a tea time at 2.
Oh, you had a tea time.
Yeah, I went to Yegin, did 18.
That's what Dakota said.
You only did
You did the
9.
full 8? No, I did only 7.
Yeah, we did the full 18.
So how? And
Who were
let
you
me ask
with?
you, how late were you there?
You just remember because they got too drunk.
We were pretty hammered by the end of it.
Did you get your hot dog?
Oh, I got 3 of them. And we all got a 6-pack. I think we finished around. Because when did you leave?
I left at like 4:30 15.
I think we left at like 6.
No
6-ish?
way you've. Well,
Yeah?
actually, that probably adds up.
Yeah, because
Because it would have moved faster without me there, too.
the last few holes.
Was
That's
there
one-
just 2 of you then?
No, there was 5 of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
The last few holes we did too. I actually almost got a
Push
par.
your mic just a little towards me.
A what?
There you go.
Almost got a par on the hole like right after you left.
So a par is making it in the number of strokes they say.
Yeah, so like par 3, you know that the golf
Yeah.
course. So that's every hole there is a par 3 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
right?
Dakota said you don't drive at that one.
No, well, you drive with irons. You don't use your driver there. But I don't know. I just started golfing, so. But yeah, I almost got a par. It was good.
So when you say you almost got a par, did you get a bogey?
Well, I slammed it on the green with my drive, which was great.
Okay.
It was a par 3 hole at Yagan. It's the one right after the turn. So we were looking good. There, I was like,
So you were on the green,
it's
and
like
then
10
you
feet out.
putted 4 times.
Oh no, I still got a snowman.
What's a snowman?
Snowman. So for new golfers
Oh,
in our
8.
group, you
Oh.
get to an 8, and you don't want to do it anymore. So we
8 strikes?
You couldn't put it in from there?
It was my second day golfing.
So what do you mean you almost
Putting
got a
sucks.
par? That isn't almost
Yeah,
getting a
I got it
par.
on. I got it on the green. And if I could have,
You know what almost getting a par is called? A bogey.
well,
yeah,
well,
almost.
no. Almost getting a par sounds way better because then people go, oh yeah, and I go, yeah, I slammed it on the green.
No,
and
what
then
you say is,
I-
I got it on the green on my first stroke. And then it's like, cool.
No, because then they're gonna ask way more questions. It's way easier just to be like, almost got a par on my first day, and they go, good job, champ, and I go, thanks. That's usually where the conversation drops.
Well, either
Oh.
way. So, yep, golf. And I like golf too. It's
Golf's
fun.
We
It
gotta
is
get you
frustrating.
Do you still have my clubs?
Mhm.
Are you just gonna use those for forever?
Well, no, I'm going to use them to get better. Just so I can like start learning the basics.
That's what I wanted to do, but I couldn't.
What do you mean? Why couldn't you?
They're right-handed clubs.
Yeah. Apparently,
You're not left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not.
yeah, he
Landon.
bought left-handed
When
clubs.
did you become left-handed?
Since forever. I've
Oh,
always played
no.
all my sports left-handed. Any sport I've ever played, it's always been left-handed. And then when I was a kid, I would
What sports did you play?
like when we go play fucking baseball and we go golfing and stuff like that. Every time it looks way better with my left hand. It feels more natural. Like when we were younger, and I used to color, and my hand would get tired, so I used my other hand to color. You guys remember that?
Nope.
No.
I don't.
I don't either. And I'm your mom. You'd think I would know something like that. Maybe you'd pay attention better.
But yeah.
And Landon likes to gamble now.
I know.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
you're just trying out all the kind of new things.
Yeah,
aren't you?
I'm-
Grown up shit.
I'm hitting my quarter life crisis right now. That's where I'm at.
Damn, man, that it's kind of early for a crisis.
Yeah, I almost I've been looking at Miatas.
What the hell's that? A car?
So a Miata is this super sexy looking car. You can usually get them for about $2,000 if they're
2,000.
if they're really shitty. I'm looking for a shitty Miata. I want one where the roof doesn't go back up. I want one where one of the headlights is stuck down. I want a shit box.
Why? So you can fix it up, or just
No.
so you can just drive a shitty car around?
No,
Yeah.
to say he owns a Miata.
No, it's not about owning a Miata. It's about having. I don't know.
You just finished paying off your car. You're already wanting another one.
Yeah, like a shit box.
I feel
For
like
what?
that's not a good investment.
Hey, I also feel like it's not a good investment.
No, it's not. No, what else isn't a good investment? Gambling.
That's a lie.
Well,
That is a lie.
My Instagram feed is chocked full of these like deep fake Steve Harvey things where he's like, one of my favorites is he goes, there's no such thing as losing in gambling. There's only losing streaks. If you continue to play, you will win. Guarantee it.
That's because scared money doesn't make money.
if you have money in your pocket, you'll win. But if you're out to try and make money, I mean, if you need money, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I kind of learned that the hard way last night.
What you're trying to make.
No, I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to make money. I play to lose, and then I just win. I won like fucking like $1,500 my first week in gambling. You were there one of the nights.
Yeah, and I remember. But that's the worst thing that could happen
Yep.
to you because then you're constantly trying to chase that dragon, and it literally goes in
20
streaks.
bucks turns into
it goes
80.
in waves.
Yeah. So then if I'm on the downhill, I don't hate that.
It usually goes like this.
Last night was gonna be. I went
Where'd you go?
I went a little overboard last night.
Where'd you go?
The strip club.
We did.
And you gambled at the strip club?
I did.
That's stupid.
No. Hold on.
They only have like 3 machines.
And they're
They
probably
suck.
all used up old machines like original Keno or
Oh
something.
yeah, you put dollar bills in that
No
bad boy.
way.
Yeah. So we
Well,
went.
of course you would put dollar bills
We
in.
went to the Monty. And we were drinking, and one of my buddies was like, "Let's go to the strip club," which I don't condone. The strip club is not my favorite place to be. But
A place of ill repute.
Ill
But so
repute.
I was like, well, if we're going to the strip club, I better take out cash. So I took out a 20.
And
I'm not
changed
trying to drop a bag on gambling.
drop a bag
Got it up to 170.
and didn't cash
and then
out.
lost it all.
Then I lost it all. And then I pulled out a little bit more. But
The-
yeah, maybe I should quit while I'm ahead.
The machines at
just
the
gotta-
Monty are pretty
You gotta
good.
know when you're not gonna hit the fucking 500.
No.
or something.
That was the thing, though, is I hit the bonus a couple more times.
Did you play that bank vault one?
Yeah, big time banker.
That's your game.
For
huh?
any kids listening out there, if you're getting into gambling,
I know every game by their fucking tone. Like I can hear
and I have the problem.
Yeah.
but I only played like 20 at a time, and then if it loses, I'm out. I'm
Oh,
done.
no,
You cash out. He doesn't cash
No,
out.
I got it up to $200 in front of mom and max bet it all the way down to zero.
That's so
and
stupid.
I was like ready to press the button. I'm like cash out, cash out. He's like, nope.
Because worst case scenario, I put $20 in. Okay, I plan to lose.
Okay, yeah,
$20.
but you also could just leave with $200.
Yeah, but come on.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in winning any money?
Right.
I do it to make the machine go bloop 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 bloop, and then I walk away.
You just like the pretty lights and the sounds.
And the thing is, here's the thing. I put $20 in a machine. Is this an intervention? Is this a gambling intervention? I put $20 in the machine. I sit there for hour, maybe hour and a half, playing the 20. The amount that I drank.
Oh shit, dude! I watched you. You were putting 20s in. Boom, boom, boom. 20 doesn't last for shit.
I
Anyway.
had 20s to put in. Anyways, I put 20s in. Okay,
No.
sit there. The amount of alcohol I drink in that one sitting would cost the same amount of money I'm putting in.
Incorrect.
It's a good rationalization.
It's not. What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Hmm?
What are you drinking there?
I don't know. It depends on where I'm at.
Old fashioned.
Depends on how they like.
Most places don't do free mixed drinks.
No.
So you're just drinking beer? You're drinking like at most a $6 beer?
Oh, I mean, it's not about yeah.
So you'd have to drink if you're putting in
Fuck a
$40.
keg. You'd have to drink a keg of
I'm
beer.
drinking $40 of beer. That's 10 beers.
And
That's 10 beers for a $4
there's no
beer.
way you're drinking faster than you're losing money.
Well,
It
no.
never happens
If I'm
that
putting
way.
$40 in, I just got to drink 10 beers.
Dude, it's his story and his money. Let him tell it.
No, I should probably quit gambling.
No, it's not about
I'm gonna
quitting.
quit.
It's about just
You are not.
being steady. It's about being steady with it.
It's like when you say I'm going to quit drinking. No, that shit don't happen.
Hey, I've actually been doing quite a bit better on that.
Because you've been too busy gambling.
Not
No,
me.
you just said you drink as much as you gamble.
Yeah, but
I
I
think-
also haven't been gambling a whole lot. I think this is the first night I've gambled this week.
Tonight?
Right? You already went and gambled? God damn, this is getting deep.
Yesterday.
Just so everybody's
sorry.
aware, he just got off work. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I'm $700 in the hole.
Anyway.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I've slowed down a bit on drinking as of yesterday.
All right. Well,
Moving on.
earlier in the episode, I asked Mom to think of some embarrassing stories about, particularly you. I'll probably catch some strays here, but since it is Mother's Day, in fact.
Mhm.
So what do you think?
Maybe
there,
you
Mom?
should tell a funny story about me since it's Mother's Day.
What do you got? Anything on that front?
Yeah, I don't know how funny they are.
Oh, God.
I have a couple of stories. If you want one about myself, I have another one too. But one of the funny no, yeah, whatever. So there was one time where I threw a party at one of the old houses that we were at, and I think it was my 18th birthday, pretty sure, and we moved that green couch into my room.
What green couch?
The
Oh, okay,
the
okay,
green
okay.
couch.
Yeah.
And I just remember I didn't ask, naturally. Moved everything in there. The entire basement was in complete disarray. And I just remember you came downstairs and you were rightfully super mad at me. And I just remember I was just kind of standing there and I was like, I'll put the couch back. It's on tile. I'll move it back. And you weren't quite strong enough to move the couch by yourself. And you were trying to keep the couch in my room because you were mad at it. And I just remember you trying to like hip shove the couch back into my room. And it just looked like you were humping the couch. And I couldn't stop laughing.
Dude, I was so pissed at you, and the more you laughed, the more mad I got.
I could, because it was going nowhere. You were putting your
I know.
entire force into that couch.
I think you were stopping it so I couldn't go. Dude, I was so pissed off at him.
It didn't move at
I
all.
was so pissed. He used to do shit like that all the time. Just little fucking shit like that.
And it's and that's I think that's a
And
good
I was
one.
pretty mellow with you. I let you get away with a lot of shit, dude.
Not moving that couch.
No.
though.
And why, of all the shit you did, of all the stuff you did, why would a couch irritate me that bad? Because that's minute in the big scheme of things.
I wasn't that bad of a child. I was a pretty good child.
Because I let you get away with a lot of shit.
Well,
Had I not been the cool mom that I am, you probably would have been a bad kid.
how many times was I ever grounded?
Never. None of you. I mean, that was punishment on me to ground you guys. That's more punishment on me.
Yeah, that's fair actually.
I mean,
I was a good kid. I never did nothing bad. Now I'm a bad adult.
Really? You never did anything bad?
No, he really didn't.
What
Nothing.
are you insinuating here?
Nothing.
What what might you possibly insinuate that I could have done that was so bad?
I don't know. Wasn't there an incident about you not knowing how to use a toilet for
I'll
like?
tell you.
Okay,
I'll
I thought
tell
we
you-
were. I was more referring to like middle school, high
I'll
school.
tell you
That's fair,
one time
yeah.
about you. I remember we had a computer. It was downstairs, and you called me, and you said, "Mom,
Oh yeah.
the fucking FBI froze our computer, and I have to pay $500 to get it off." And
And it was a scam
it was totally a scam.
It was a
But you
scam.
were gonna do it.
You want to know a funny story?
because it was a pornography thing.
Yeah, it was.
For anybody
I
out
wasn't
there.
gonna go into that, but
You want to know a funny story?
I've talked about porno on here.
about my escapades with porn. So the same thing happened with me and my phone, and it froze. And I remember my mom
me.
telling Dakota a story about the computer freezing. So I immediately ran to my brother. It's actually funny enough a really wholesome story, but that's not the story I'm here to tell. The story that I'm here to tell is once upon a time we had a computer
Oh yeah.
and we had a family computer. And Dakota so graciously set up the family computer. And he knew all of our profile passwords on that computer. And one time I came home from school and I was talking mad shit to Dakota. I don't even know what got up my ass that day. And he just goes, "I'm going to go on your computer profile." And I go, "Okay." And he goes, "And I'm going to look at your internet history." And
And
I
you
just
didn't know that was a thing.
and I go, "You can't do that." And he goes, "Sure can."
Brought up the porn. What were you, like 8?
No.
Oh, so much
Wait.
porn, yeah.
Is that when we lived in the
So wait.
in the
I would have been
Oh no.
high school. So yeah, he would have been
like 8,
4th grade.
and you were looking at porn?
It's
Little perv.
Welcome to the new age.
Damn.
yeah, that was probably one of the That was not a good time. That was very embarrassing.
Those are back in the days when the internet search was girl with boobs.
Yeah, dude. I remember one time, me and my pals,
They're pals.
we all tried to. God, I'm really just kind of ousting myself right now. On this. we tried to. It was like Harold and Kumar finding White Castle, but instead we all just tried really hard to find porn because we didn't know what to put in the computer to find porn.
Yeah.
And I remember one night, everyone went to bed before me and whatnot, and I wanted to be the guy that found the Holy Grail. And I just remember everyone woke up the next day, and I was just like, I found it. And they go, no
You
way.
mean your pals got up and you showed them the
And
porn?
they were like,
You
no.
and your buddies.
They were like, no way, really? Like, how'd you blah, 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 blah? Because we couldn't just ask. We couldn't ask anybody, like, hey, where do you see boobs? And
This is a great conversation with
Yeah.
Mom.
yeah, that's fine. And they were like, show me. Like, let's like look at it. And I was just like, yeah, I actually don't remember the website's name. That was another embarrassing porn story because I didn't find it.
Dude, you used to get terrorized by that computer. Dakota used to terrorize you.
We were talking about this earlier on the show. We were talking about how I faked a Yellowstone explode. Was it a Yellowstone
Nope.
thing or an
It was-
asteroid hitting Earth?
It was a NASA live stream, is what you said.
Yeah.
Which, on your credit, that was pretty smart because at this point in time, live streaming on the internet wasn't very popular, if really at all, like a thing. And I didn't know how.
Pretty good prank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I threw up everywhere. I threw up all over that
Dude.
house because of that.
That happened on a regular basis. You were throwing up. a
Now,
lot.
were you there? I don't remember if you were there or not. I know I know Asia was there. Remember when that coker blew up
Yeah.
do you know-
and
And-
like there was like ash and shit falling?
Chunks of stuff.
This was like maybe 2 weeks after the NASA thing. This was quick after that. And I remember because I was freaked out. I was freaked out that the world was going to end. So-
always.
Always.
Yeah.
He always was scared of Yellowstone blowing
And
up.
I look outside and I go,
Well,
hey.
we all heard the doosh.
Yeah.
And you felt like something. You were like, "What the fuck was that?"
and
I-
then big pieces of shit were falling out of the sky.
And I remember I
like,
look
Paper
up-
and shit.
yeah.
I look up and I was in such disbelief. And I was just like, what's going on? What's going on? And Dakota's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And up until we went outside and saw the shit explode, I was convinced you were somehow up to that. I was convinced you were some sort of mastermind pulling another prank on me.
But then you see a giant pillar of smoke and like debris like trickling down, ash and freaking papers and.
Dude, actually,
This is at the refinery. A coker blew up at the refinery.
And we were close. We lived close to the
Yeah,
refinery.
you could you like I said, you could feel the explosion.
I mean, that year there was a lot of weird shit. That's the same year the tornado came.
Yeah, that was the fucking worst year of my life, man. God damn. I was so scared of the world ending. And
That was a bad year because that's the year the Outlaws
Yep.
disbanded too.
That tore up the Metro.
Was that the
Yeah,
same?
Yeah.
because the Outlaws couldn't play at the Metro.
That was the same year. There was also
It was the next year because they were still they couldn't play it. It was that year.
I thought they disbanded before that. if
No,
I'm being honest.
no, because remember they couldn't play at the Metro. They had to play at the Sportsplex for the championship. They had to play the championship at the Sportsplex because they couldn't use the Metro. And then after they won that championship, that off season, they were done.
Sportsplex is a cool place.
Yeah, well, too bad they don't even use it anymore, hardly.
Dude, I remember this one time because remember how Dakota used to prank you all the time, but he was sleeping and you took that quarter and you put that Sharpie around it and you
Yeah, because I
rolled
was
it.
pissed. Because
Yeah.
he got me with
No.
that.
I got him with that joke. And so what he did, he took a mark. He didn't even take a quarter. He just took a marker and started marking on my face.
And
No,
you
I didn't-
jumped up and you had your socks on and your boxers and you took off after him and you hit that floor and your legs were going everywhere and you fell down and he laughed as usual, pissed you off more.
No, I think that sticks out in my mind so much because the funny thing was is I didn't even like get a chance to mark your face. I literally put
Like-
the marker to your cheek, and it was like,
Well, because I
and your
was.
eyes shot open.
Well, I felt it. I was like half asleep, and I felt it happening, and I knew it was happening, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, I'm just gonna fucking scare the shit out of him right now, and then I just immediately started running, but then I tripped over those blankets.
Yeah, and down you went, dude. I mean, poor you used to get beat up a lot.
no,
Yes, you did. Dakota put you in a closet upside down.
No, that was Darian.
Oh.
this is going on live. Your career's over.
And you came out of the closet.
No, we were kind of equally bad to one another.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
And even still, I always remember one time we were at the park, and there was some kids that used to live near us, this Terry Park, and some like Landon was fighting with this one kid, and I was like, I'm gonna let them duke it out, and then some other kid came up from behind and started attacking Landon, and I grabbed that kid and I threw him aside, and I was like don't fucking.
Fight my brother.
Well, it was more or less like don't cheap shot, like, don't be a little bitch.
I beat the fuck out of that kid.
Well, you were a giant kid.
At that time, he wasn't.
That was when I was like,
At that time, we'd go over and do pull-ups at the...
yeah, because I didn't get big until I burned my leg.
You've gone through many a phases. You went through
I went through
pumpkin
musky-
pie haircutted freak, little piece of shit asshole, fat piece of shit asshole,
Eating disorder, Peter.
and then crackhead phase, crackhead high school,
yeah,
and now
and now
dad bod
gambling. I'm in my gambling addiction phase, baby.
and golfing. That's literally the most dad thing you can do.
Fuck yeah. If I had a lawn tomorrow, I'd have some New Bounds on right now. You bet your ass. Dude, okay, so I actually
Some
got a pair
Reeboks.
of New Bounds for a dad party.
New Bounce, New Balance shoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude,
They're comfy. I don't care what anybody says. I think dads have it figured out. Dads are built for comfort and efficiency. And that's where I'm trying to be. Comfortable and efficient.
That's why I wear these pants now. Everybody makes fun of my cargo pants. I love
Why?
them because they're kind of
they got lots of pockets.
no, because they're just not. They're just weird. But I like them. I've seen pictures of me on stage with them. I like them. They're nice.
As long as you like them. Who cares?
Was there a period in
dancing.
Was there a period in time that you owned trip pants? Or was that
No.
Kyle?
Trip pants.
Like those Ross used to have tris.
Oh, yeah, with chains hanging off
Yeah.
of them.
Oh man.
No, Dakota never. I mean, if Dakota finds an item he likes, I mean, brand, whatever, you will wear that shit until they don't make it anymore. South
called-
Pole jeans.
It's called autism.
DVS.
Fun fact, you know what I think you should do on the podcast one of these days?
Please tell me.
There is a link to a extensive autism test.
Oh my god.
No, hold on. There's a link to an extensive autism test. And one night at D&D, we're all hanging out, and it was kind of getting to the end of the session, so we're like, all right, let's wrap it up. Somebody brings it up. We had to, like, another, like, hour and a half that we normally do D&D. And we're like, well, let's see. Let's see how it goes. And
So you took the autism quiz?
yeah, we took this quiz, and I was like, and nothing wrong with being autistic or anything like that. I just thought I wasn't very autistic. I just didn't think I had a lot of tics to me.
I'm not surprised.
That
We-
he's autistic?
We did around the table our scores. It's like on a scale of like 1.
What kind of questions are these in this?
It's just like, I don't know.
How would it assume that?
Well, it's like it puts you
Yeah.
on like this, so it's like a spectrum. So it's like, so there's like, I think like 160 some questions.
Dude,
100
you
and
are
some.
not autistic.
But what
And
are they
then-
questions like? How do you handle this situation in a social setting?
Some of them are. Some
Can
of
you
them.
add 4 plus 4?
That's an intelligence test.
Yeah, Mom. I
Oh.
think you have a. I think you have a shrewd.
That's an
reality.
IQ
Maybe
test.
I'm autistic. May have dementia.
So it's like in this and it's not just yes or no. It's like a spectrum of answers you can answer, and it'll ask you how you like certain things, how textures feel to you, if there's no, like if this noise were to do this to you, if this social setting does this. When you're alone, what do you do? It's pretty extensive. I want you to take it on here because I want to know. But we went around the table and it's like scored from 100 to like 200.
How many
Or
questions
sorry,
are there?
1 to like 200. I don't know. I think there's like 100 and some.
Damn.
That'll take forever.
No, we did it. We got it done in like.
How many people?
I mean, it would take forever.
And you all did it at the same time?
I would have to do it previous and then reveal my score.
No. Do it on. It wouldn't take you that long, Dakota. It's not. You don't have to write a personal essay for everyone.
I can't
it's a yes
read good. I'm dyslexic.
No, you're not.
Oh, I certainly am.
You think you're dyslexic,
I'm
really?
mildly dyslexic, for sure.
It runs and it's like.
That's why I can't read well.
Yeah, but
I think you're just dumb.
No, and I don't have retention, like, when it comes to reading.
because you're ADHD.
And that's bullshit.
No, I think that you're more ADHD than you are.
I think I'm dyslexic because there's a lot of times I will read a number, and then when I go to write it down, I will mix numbers up. Like, they flip in my head.
Yeah, I don't know. There's when I was.
Well, obviously, all these quirks come from me because we have
Yeah.
different fathers.
Yeah,
So
that checks out.
I have to be the one that's giving you guys all this.
No, she could be right. Another big thing about it is so like when I was doing my dyslexia camp thing, where I'd go to like tutor it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ticks for dyslexia, but there's also a lot of ticks for like stuff like ADD. So I thought that was more of like a dyslexia thing. A lot of times, from what the tutor told me, it can be like an attention deficit kind of situation because you're just trying to write it down quick and your brain flips it then. Another really common thing for dyslexia is like right now, can you tell me like, I mean, you're in your setting, but like what like left and right is?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have to do like this?
No.
So like a lot of people with dyslexia, they have a hard time differentiating that like in their brain because it gets mixed up.
No, I know my right and my left.
I
I
think
don't.
the reason why you have a hard
I
time
have to do this every
writing
time.
it down is because your brain thinks so fast. Because there's times where you'll be telling a story and you totally forget what you're telling.
Well, yeah, but... Okay, yeah, you're right. That definitely is ADHD. Not ADHD, ADD. I do get distracted very easily.
I think it's all propaganda.
All right. Globalists.
They're turning the frickin' frogs gay.
Okay, we're going to play a game here.
Okay.
So...
Oh yeah, but hold on. So everyone in the group scored
Oh, yeah.
30 some points and we're all like, "Oh, that's pretty high. That's pretty high." Got around to me. I was not only the first person to break it out of the 30 points, I was the first person to be in the plus hundreds in that.
What?
And it's funny because then we went around the table and we're kind of looking at all of the settings, and I didn't realize it, but like all my dice and everything were just so nicely organized, and I don't know. It was a good time. It was a very good experience. And then once you take the test, you start realizing more and more stuff. You should take it on the
You got the
podcast.
tism.
You're so intelligent though. Okay, so did
I mean, that doesn't.
Most autistic people are.
Mom, I think you have a very poor understanding of.
Most autistic people have a very decent intelligence. It's all about retention.
I don't
Attention and retention. Okay,
I think it's okay. Yeah.
let's play this game.
all right.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay.
It's gonna be a like who is most likely to question, and then you're gonna say whether it's me or Landon.
Okay.
Okay.
All
What
right.
about Ish?
Well, no, she's not here.
She's not a picture.
We already played a game earlier,
Oh, okay.
so we're playing this one
Was
with
your
us.
morning podcast part just you guys relentlessly shitting on me for an hour?
No, we
it
barely
didn't have
barely
anything
did.
to do with you.
We did a blind taste test.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we
So
found
this
out
is-
we were autistic.
Yeah.
Well,
We
we've
took the
learned a-
autistic test.
Learned a lot about ourselves.
Okay, ready, Mom?
Yep.
And say who it is so that for the audio listeners.
Okay.
Who's most likely to forget to put on underwear?
Landon.
Who's most likely to eat cat food?
Landon.
Yeah, you don't even need sour cream.
But I did eat cat food.
Yeah, but
did.
only because it was.
And can we remind the audience why you had to eat the cat food?
We talked about it earlier.
Did you?
Wait.
Yeah.
What, the last time we did the podcast?
Yeah, and I fucking aced all of the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely to go skinny dipping.
Landon.
Most likely to eat something off the floor.
Damn. Dude, I'm gonna have to go with Landon again.
Most likely, I'm gonna go with Landon on this one. Most likely to win a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, 100%, bro. I pound a mean glizz. Mean.
Most likely to get an embarrassing tattoo. How many can we count?
Oh, man.
Landon, you're raking this one in,
So,
bud.
funny story about tattoos, if we have a second for it. So, when I have some tattoos. I have one from high school, but I got this one. They can't see it on camera. I got this one in a kitchen with somebody who had a tattoo gun. And this was right when me and Maddie first started talking again. So I met up with, because it's my zodiac symbol. And I met up with Mom at the taco shop that she worked at. And I go, oh, I got a tattoo, by the way. And she goes, oh, and this was right after I just got done talking about Madison and all this.
Oh.
And she goes, oh, let me see.
And I did not like Maddie at that
And
time.
I pulled it up because I'm a Scorpio, so it looks like an M. And I pulled it up and I go, it's M for Madison.
Oh.
Oh, man, that was almost as mad as you were
I
for
was
the
going
couch.
to say about
That's
that.
something I will say about Mom, if we're talking embarrassing things. Maybe one of the most gullible people. You're fairly gullible.
I'm very gullible.
Like, with stuff like that,
Yeah.
it's like, because I'll tell you stuff and you'll be like, no, you didn't. You didn't. Did you? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of talk yourself into this.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I am gullible.
Okay. Most likely to make a baby cry.
Dakota.
Why? This really only has one answer. Most likely to dye their hair a strange color.
Landon.
I
But
think-
you guys don't have hair, really.
Awesome. Yeah,
Okay.
super cool. I needed that hit.
This is a good one. Most likely to fake their birthday at a restaurant for a free piece of cake.
Landon.
Most likely to organize travel plans by way of a spreadsheet.
Dakota. Definitely. You planned out how you would put out the Christmas decorations.
This is a good one. Because since we just talked about it. Most likely to play the lottery.
God, I'd say Dakota.
I mean, you're a rookie at this shit.
Yeah. I haven't got into
Because you
lottery
do
yet.
sports betting and all that stuff, so I'm going to say you.
Most likely to get bitten by a wild animal.
Oh, fuck. Damn. Landon.
It's for sure him. I hate
fuck
nature.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I could see myself getting put in a situation where I could get bit, but I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't even pet a dog I don't know the name of.
I hate nature.
Well,
So
I can't see either one of you being out anywhere where there's going to be a wild
I
animal.
like being in nature. if I see an animal, I damn near shit my pants.
So you're most likely because you're more likely to be in nature.
And probably drunk in nature
Okay.
as well, too.
Most likely to become a Disney adult.
God, Landon.
What the fuck do you
What's
what
a
do you
Disney
fucking
adult?
mean?
What's a Disney?
What do you fucking
What
mean?
is a Disney adult?
An adult that
They're crazy
yeah.
about Disney
I don't think
stuff.
I don't think
Oh, I
either.
don't think either one of you
yeah.
are. What is that?
There's no
I can't
Disney
really
movies
see
over
it.
there. Okay. Anyway,
Fucking pissing me off.
most likely to have a secret candy stash.
Dakota.
100%. I'm pretty sure you did have a secret candy stash, like, all throughout us being in, like, high school and
Yeah,
stuff
them
like
great big jawbreakers. Remember those?
Most likely to eat dinner at 5 p.m. That's kind of a dumb one.
Yeah.
Most likely to run out of toilet paper.
Dude, I don't know. Landon probably.
Yeah, I'd be shitting.
Because you even get mad at me if I put the toilet paper on upside down.
Well, that's a valid reason to get mad.
No,
Yes.
it
How do you
isn't.
put it? You put it on
Over.
mustache wise?
Over.
You do it like beard wise,
Yes.
not mullet wise?
What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Yeah.
Over.
Because then, if you have company over that you really want to impress, you can fold it
Oh my
nice.
God.
You ever
Well,
do that? You
no.
ever do that?
No.
You've never done that? You've never folded the ends? I did that in my house for like a month
Let-
straight.
let
and
me
I
ex-
was like, ooh.
Let me explain this to anybody out there who has any argument against over versus under. Okay? This is as simple as it gets. First of all, it's easier to pull down, and because then you have to reach behind it to pull it down. How crazy. It's closer to you. It's already more accessible. And then when you go to rip it, like literally you can just, and it
So-
comes off. If you try and rip it from the back, it's going to pull a bunch more shit out.
So,
The thing about it is, I would take his off the holder.
Yeah. Makes no sense.
here's something I will say on that. I'm going to touch on that really quick. Agree with you 100%. There is one counterpoint to it that it is valid. Cats.
We're talking.
Okay, well,
If there is a cat in the house and that shit is faced forward as
They will
opposed to
always, yeah.
backwards, it's going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
You're going to lose a lot of toilet paper.
well, I don't have any cats, so. Most likely to eat in bed.
Dakota.
It's definitely me. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I hate eating.
I
in
think
bed.
I ate in my bed this morning.
I hate eating in bed.
Two crumbs.
Sometimes
Crumbs
Maddie
suck.
Maddie eats in bed and I get crumbs. And
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, ooh.
No, you do not. Fuck. Peel it off your butt.
I did. Okay, one time I fell asleep with a bag of Cheetos, and I woke up and they were just like in my back, like they were just stuck into my back. Let's see. Let's do a couple more. Most likely to cry while watching a romantic movie.
I don't know. I would say me, but
100%. You cried by Cheaper by the
I
Dozen.
know.
Was
Yes,
it Cheaper by the
do.
Dozen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's him.
Okay.
I don't know about
I
that.
never
Get
cry
a couple,
at movies.
Get a couple beers in this guy.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. That's okay.
I will say though, 50 First Dates does still make me cry every fucking
What is
time.
it?
50 First Dates.
I never heard
What
of
is
that.
Big Daddy gets me choked up.
When he's like, wouldn't it be nice? And he's on the boat. Dude, the first time I saw that, I was emotionally devastated. Still am.
Most likely to forget what they were saying.
Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Most likely to wear mismatching socks.
Landon.
Oh, me every day. I don't even
Landon.
think I'm wearing matching socks right now.
Most likely to burn their food.
Oh, man. I'm going to say Dakota.
That's fair.
Except for big-
Most likely to break something valuable in a store.
Oh, man. Dakota.
Why?
I don't know. 'Cause
You asked the question, you can't get back.
Yeah.
I will say this. I
Because
think-
I only shop at places that have valuable things. I hear you. I
Okay,
hear you.
Yeah. It's
Who's mo-
only recently that Landon's moved up the food chain.
Who's most likely to marry a nerd?
Oh my god, dude. Jesus. Well, I know the girl he's supposed to marry. She's not a nerd, so I'm gonna have to go with you,
Fair. Most likely to eat fast food for dinner.
Dakota.
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
a tough one. That's a tough one.
Well, yeah.
That's
you
a
just
tough
said
one.
you
That could be a
could.
draw. That could be a draw.
We'll call a draw on that because I fucking I get in it.
I do too.
Most likely to fall asleep outside.
Landon.
Oh yeah, I've done it more times than I'd care to admit.
Passed out more like.
Most likely to fail their driving test.
Oh man, Landon.
Yeah, I did twice.
Did you?
Yep.
The first time we didn't have your freaking social security card or anything. I don't remember even taking that.
Most likely to buy tickets to a Justin Bieber concert.
Oh my god, dude. Landon.
Yeah, 100%. Me and Asia went to go see the Justin Bieber movie like 4 times.
I went with
In
you
theater.
one time. She couldn't wait for it to
No,
come out.
fuck, I couldn't
That
either.
was a
I cut my hair after that,
That,
motherfucker.
that was you had Justin Bieber hair for a long time.
Most likely to make it as a stand-up comedian.
Landon.
Really?
Yeah.
I would agree with
You're
that.
a funny fucker.
And I don't think I have the wit and the like.
Is it because I look like Matt Rife?
No, I love
Oh, yeah.
Matt Rife, dude. He is so
Matt
funny.
Rife in like 2006.
No, you're funny,
What does that
dude.
mean?
You come off.
He
with
was
some
not
good-
He was
as
fat boy.
attractive.
Or
He
fat
wasn't
boy.
fat.
All
He
of a
just
sudden, he just got attractive.
Yeah, he's been mogging on people left and right.
Mogging.
And you go,
most likely to steal their parents' car.
Damn.
Ashley.
Yeah, yeah. And everybody else's.
She's gonna love that. Most likely to spend a night in jail.
Oh damn, man! Here we go back to Ashley.
No,
I would
I said
say
a night, not
Landon.
9 years.
I'd say Landon.
fuck that! Me?
Yeah, Dakota. Well, I don't know because you drive drunk a lot.
Well, maybe we don't say
Maybe
that
we'll
on the
cut
podcast.
that part out. Maybe we'll cut this whole question part out of it, huh?
I don't drive drunk. I drive.
You drive drunk, dude.
We're just gonna cut this out. We're just gonna cut this out.
Most likely to have the best snacks at home.
Oh man, Dakota,
Yeah, 100% you.
because he goes to the grocery store.
Most likely to have the most children.
Landon,
I think I already have him beat.
what do you mean?
God knows how many are out there.
Four.
Most likely to become president of the United States.
Oh my God, you, Dakota.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
That's a stupid one.
What?
Most likely to wear their parents' old clothes.
Oh my God, dude. It would only be me, so
Well,
I'm sure you have something of your dad's, right?
Yeah.
I have some of Don's
I'll
clothes
say-
and Dad's
yeah,
clothes.
you.
Most likely to join the military.
Oh man, Dakota.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to finish with this one because we already know the answer. Most likely to appear in a music video.
Dakota.
Word. That was fun.
Word.
Are you in a music video?
No. Not yet.
Dude, if you ever want to go down a fun memory lane, you got to go back and you got to watch like those like
Old, like,
local-
90s.
No. Old local, like
Oh.
when you were in like Psychosis and stuff like that, like the bands
Ooh.
that were around that time. There's God, there's so many. Like the God, who's that one guy? Who's that one guy with the Disney tattoos? He has some. Jeremy Larson.
Oh, God.
He has so many videos on the internet of him, and you're just like,
Doesn't you hate that guy?
He was just, I mean, hate is a strong word.
Hate's a strong word. I just
He was doing what he loved to do. He was just a little much. Let's say that. He was a little much.
kind of a nice guy though.
Just kind of a bitch boy. And he was always like, here's what really got me. And you know what? I'm going to put out a disclaimer on this because I'm not here to trash people,
Fuck it, I'll do it.
on
I
an
don't
open
care.
platform. It was rumored that he was hooking up with underage girls. Or like he was out of high school and hooking up with high school girls.
There's a couple other rumors
I d-
out there.
I don't-
Wait, we don't even. We shouldn't talk shit on this boy.
I said disclaimer. It's all assumption from what I understand. I don't know any facts.
See, I don't know, because that's kind of like one of the things that I will say about like, I don't know. It's always so tough to tell. It's always so tough to tell if people just genuinely don't like somebody and they just say that, because like that's like one of the quickest ways to end up ruining someone's life.
Yeah.
What
Is
is
to-
just to talk shit when you don't know?
No, it's just there's like certain trigger words out there that really, really get under people's skin, and rightfully so. I mean, like, you know, if
Yeah, like pedophile and stuff like
pedophile,
that.
rapist, like there's those things out there. Now, I'm not defending anyone here. I don't know anything like that, but I'm just saying, like,
To falsely accuse
Yeah.
with those terms
there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff like,
can still have ramifications.
Yeah.
Total
and
bad.
it's just crazy too, because like a lot of times people will just, I mean, even if they like know a person and know, I don't know. It's good to be healthy skepticism with these things.
Yes.
People like to talk negative shit on other people. I mean, it's crazy because people really do a lot.
I love it. It's my favorite pastime. Sorry to spit all over you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause like,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I think we've talked about that. Like, you know, Logan. You remember Logan?
No.
I guess you never really
Logan.
met Logan.
Who's Logan?
He's one of my buddies that I worked at Olive Garden with, and he's like he does like YouTube stuff.
Oh yeah, the one that does like the facial
Yeah, he's
or like
one-
the emotion or what is it? What's his?
he's a body language
Yes.
expert,
Yes. Yes.
and he's going through it right now. And there's just a lot of stuff on the internet where you're just
Oh really?
yeah, did you not hear about that? So him and his did you ever meet his wife?
Yes.
I don't know if they're what they are. Anyways, they put out a video because they got divorced,
Okay.
and they put out a video, and
Together after
no,
they
no,
got
no.
divorced?
no, his wife put out a video, and they were saying like, yeah, he just like mentally abused me, he like raped me, he did all this stuff, and was just like, and everybody flooded the comments, and they're like, we support you, I'm unsubscribing, I'm doing this, this, and she's like, or they're like, Logan has like no like credentials and stuff like that, and you know, I messaged him and I was like, hey man, like what's going on here? And he's just like, I have no idea. And then there was a bunch of people in the comments be like, hey, I'd love to believe you and I'd love to support you, but where's the proof here? And a lot of
Yeah, but it's also where's the proof on her
Yeah.
end? It's just one person's
no,
word.
that's the comments that are
Oh,
coming in.
okay.
Is like, where's the proof?
Oh, they were
of-
saying that to her.
Yes. And the like people immediately, all of those comments were like, they don't need to show proof. They don't need
That's
this.
bullshit.
And it's one of those things where it's like I
Dude, you're ruining somebody's life.
well, and it's like those things that I think are so dangerous and so scary. Now, like I said, it's important to, you know, be there for people when they need you to, because like no matter what, trauma in those situations, like they're real.
It's a tough line to toe because you don't want to, if somebody actually is claiming to have been assaulted or something like that, you don't want to discredit them or to like just assume that they're lying.
Because it's a
But
hard
you
thing.
also can't like assume that they're telling the truth. It's like, how do you run that line?
Yeah, and it is like hard for people to, you know, come out and admit like a lot of those things, because it's a painful thing to have to talk about, and then once it's out, you just have to talk about it.
Well, what I don't get is why you gotta go on social media to throw that shit out there.
Because that's kind of just the way life is now.
That's crap.
Yeah. Well, it's also, you know, when people have platforms, it's one of the most effective, you know, like
The globalists.
the globalists. But yeah, I think that's why, like, with a lot of those things, like local people, I don't know, it's hard for me to.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
I don't
But
know,
yeah, old bands.
fuck them all.
And if we were gonna make a music video, we talked about this, and I like Pow and Theo. I think they would do a great job.
For what?
They got their hands full, kind of though.
Do what?
To make a music video.
You mean to film a music?
Yeah, for us.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
a lot of really good videographers in town, though.
I know, but like I'd like to keep it close to home. Like I'd like to help support my friends and stuff like that.
Fuck it, I'll do it on my iPhone.
Yeah, right.
A music video, huh?
I am curious. I've actually been, speaking of new hobbies that I'd like to pick up this summer, I actually would very much like to.
Get into photography.
No, fuck that.
Oh,
Fuck that.
You used to want to do that.
Yeah, when I was fucking 15 and.
I remember I went to this garage sale and bought you that ancient fucking camera, and I was so proud of
It's a
myself.
cool camera. I still have it.
Do you?
I just can't, you know, film. So like.
so what's the thing though?
Oh, I want to make short films.
Oh.
I think it'd be really fun to make like short movies and films.
About what? Just everything?
Yeah, I got a couple of things, but yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm on right now. I'm just trying to find new hobbies that aren't going to bars and getting
Gambling.
fucked up.
That's my favorite pastime.
I like how I'm saying that, yeah, and then gambling is.
And
one
what
of
were
my-
you doing last night?
I went to the strip club, but that's different. There's
New
people
hobby.
in town. The strip
Who was
club.
that guy last night?
That's Jaron. You've met Jaron. He's
Oh.
a good guy. He moved to San Diego and he just got back.
He looked kind of familiar. I don't know.
Oh, he got back about a couple weeks ago, didn't he?
It's a long story.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's wrap this thing up. I'm sweating my
I
balls
know,
off.
it's hot in here.
So from the morning episode to this episode, the temperature increased by a good 20 degrees. And so, yeah, it's time to go have Mother's Day dinner. But before we leave, let's have a positive motivational message from our guests here. Asia already did hers.
London.
You go ahead, and then Mom will close us out.
Find new hobbies. Break out of your comfort zone, you know? Like, do something, even if it's something that you've always wanted to do and you just don't have the passion for it right now, it might bloom. And if somebody invites you to do something that you've never been interested before in, take a swing at it. There's so many things that I've genuinely found liking that I had no interest in before.
Like golf.
Like golf. Golf
Yeah.
is a huge one. Yeah, just try new things. Try new things. This is the summer of trying new things for me, so it should be for you too.
Mother?
I would say just really enjoy your family. You know, spend as much time with them as you can. Make time for them. You know, everybody has excuses to not get together, but I feel like it's really important to be around your family as much as you can.
I like it. Perfect. You know, it's funny as I said that at the beginning of this episode. In my...
About family.
Yep. Family.
And we really have a good family for as
dysfunctional and,
as
and
for as
crazy.
dysfunctional as the upbringing is and everything else. We got a good family.
It's funny because sometimes I hear other people's stories about their families and I'm like, ooh, I thought mine was crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Happy 200th episode here on Life's a Garden. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And happy Mother's Day to all the motherfuckers out there.
I
There
knew
you
that
go.
was coming.
And don't forget, life's a garden.
Let's go have some
Dig it.
drinks.
Just gotta keep on